Hey, what's up everybody? Mr. B here, and today I want to talk about things that you can do to fix your roundhouse kick. Now, one of the biggest struggles that I see with people and their roundhouse is when they kick, they like to come up on an angle. Boom, like this. And really what you want to be focusing on is trying to get your roundhouse to be as flat as possible in your fold position. So instead of kicking here up on a 45-degree angle, you want to try and get that leg boom, to be as flat as humanly possible. And one of the biggest things that you have to do is work on getting your hip rotations in there. So one of the best ways that you can start working on the hips that you need to get your roundhouse looking really nice is just some nice chamber lifts. Now, from right here, you're just gonna be in your guard stance. We're gonna do both sides. I wanna see a set of 10, boom, and you wanna lift quickly. So you're not trying to just like slowly up, but just 10 as quick as you can. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then to the other side, here we go, ready, and 1, 2, and the big thing that you're looking for is keeping that fold nice and flat. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So watch your heel when you're doing these moves. Make sure that when you lift, your heel is coming up flat as humanly possible. Now, not only is this going to put you in a better position for your kick, but because it's flat, it's going to make it a lot harder for your opponent to be able to read the trajectory and the height of your kick, because it should look the same every single time. So there's a good way to warm up. One of the ways that I really like to do this to break it up is I like to do 2 quick. So just kind of like a Muay Thai drill. So 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Always do both sides. Always, always. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right. Now, once those hips are kind of warmed up a little bit, you're going to take it to the ground, and you're going to work your 90-90s. Really focus on pressing all the way over. So rotating your hips. Okay, so you're not just going flat. You want to rotate those hips over. You can even start to come up onto that hip if you really want to press. Okay, you can do this with hands. If you're really mobile in those hips, doing it without hands, coming into a stand-up position. We do a longer complex with this that you guys will see and will be able to perform once you've got this drill down. All right, so first variation, just like so, okay? And I like to do about a minute of these per set. Then my second variation, up with one hand here, and then my third variation should be no hands all the way to a standing position. And that will really just start to activate those hips. Now, the other thing that I like to do is I love to grab a bag just for a stationary thing. You can do this with a chair. You can do this with your bed. All right. And basically what we're going to do is straight leg lifts, okay, as high as we can. Then we're going to fold and roundhouse. So you want to go high as you can into your fold, pop that round. Back to straight. 1, there's 2, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And 10 is kind of my magic number. Okay, so obviously you can do more, you can do less. Gauge yourself while you're doing this. As always, we want both sides. So I'm going to move this over here, as cute as my butt is. All right, not everybody wants to look. So we're going to go up, 1, up, 2. And the big thing about this drill is trying not to let the knee drop too much as I go into the fold. So when I'm up, Boom. I'm trying to keep that knee up in that position to flick that out and work that isometric hold. Boom. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So again, you can do this as like a superset is one of the things that I like to do. And I'll go through this whole routine 3 times. So 5 to 6 different exercises that we're going to show you today. And then you do the whole thing 3 times through. So now what we're going to work on for our fold is a slow isometric hold. So you're going to be in your roundhouse and you're just going to very lightly extend and pause and then come back. It should be at least a 3 count. There's 2, 3, pause extra long on the stick. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This one's going to take a little while longer. Okay. And the big thing that you want to focus on, just like on that last drill, is not letting your knee drop. Okay. So if your fold is here and you're kicking below the waist, that is a great place to start. But if you can really get that fold to be above your hip or at hip level, that is ideal. Okay. So 1, really pause on that stick. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so we've got our big lifts, right? So you can go 1 or you can go 1, 2. Okay, we've got our nice little 90-90 drills, which we went over with that. Then we've got our big lift with our kick, always on both sides, and then working that isometric hold here just like so. Finally, what I want you to be able to do in order to get your roundhouse to be in a really good position is from your fold position, okay, you're going to work on different lifts. So straight up and down. I like to do 10 of these, okay? And I'm trying to get above my hip, 8, 9, 10. Then from this position to the front 10 times, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then finally to the rear, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then finally a big rotation 10 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then, of course, the other side. Here we go. So again, starting from here, down and up 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. To the front. 2. And when you go back, you're only trying to go even with your hips. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 10 behind, and then back to even. Okay, don't try and go too big. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then big rotations. 1, 2, 3. I like to do external rotations for my roundhouse. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the reason why I like to focus on the external rotation instead of both the internal and the external rotation is because your roundhouse is naturally an internal rotation for your hip. And so anytime you throw a roundhouse, whether you're just like throwing a roundhouse in your kata, whether you're just throwing regular roundhouses on the bag, like you are really aggressively working that internal rotation. So your external rotation is something that gets neglected 9 times out of 10. Don't neglect your external rotation, especially if you're trying to keep that kick up in position, because where people start to falter on their roundhouse, boom, is that heel starts to carry them back. And that's when you see people start to open up. Or conversely, if they don't have enough strength to hold on to the kick, boom, you'll see it carry them over to the front. Anyway, I hope that this really encourages you guys to get out there and work on those roundhouse kicks. There's a million ways to make your kicks better that you don't have to throw 8 bazillion roundhouse kicks in a single day. Really focus on your hip movement and your hip mobility, and you're going to notice that your kicks are going to be so much stronger and so much higher. Anyway, guys, until next time, train hard, fight fast, score first, Asai.